So here's the thing. I have spent the last couple of days working on this furniture flip, which you can see is partway done behind me, and I went to do a little bit of editing tonight and looked at the footage. I don't know how it happened, but somehow I bumped my camera in some sort of a way and it changed the quality of my footage to a very, very low quality, which is obviously not what I want to be popping on my channel for you guys to see. It was blurry, fuzzy, looked like something from the 90s, and if it was the 90s, it would have been fabulous, but it is not. So instead, I'm switching up my furniture flip just a tiny bit, and we are going to focus on an aspect of my furniture flip that was originally going to be a part of the big video, but it is now going to be the focus of this slightly smaller video. So I have decided that I'm going to do some stenciling. Now, I won't be doing full-on stenciling like in this image, but I picked up this packet of stencils and I thought it could be really fun to do some stenciling on the drawer fronts of this particular piece. I painted this with the Dixie Belle Silk all-in-one paint in the color Conch, I think is how you say it. I mean, it sounds like Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove, which is obviously not me pronouncing this right. Conch? Conch. You know what, I have no idea, but it's super beautiful. It's like a musky pink color and I really, really love it. And for my stencil, I will also be using a silk paint, and it is in the color Salt Water. We're gonna bust open this packet of stencils and then have a little bit of a look at what kind of design we're gonna do for these drawer fronts. I picked up this packet of stencils from Michael's, which is a craft store here in, I think, Canada and also the US. I know not everywhere has a Michael's, so I will try and link a similar stencil below if I can find one. But these are the stencil pieces, if I can get them off. So we've got this piece here, which I definitely think that this is a high contender for being used. Oh, I think it's gonna look really pretty. This one is obviously much too big, so we're gonna put that to the side. Of the drawers and figured out my center point, and I think the two pieces that I'm going to use is this really pretty one here and then this one as the border, but we're going to do the border first, then do the center pieces. Bada bing bada boom, we have a beautiful drawer. So when it comes to actually putting on the paint for this stencil situation, there are two solutions that I've seen floating around. There's using this little guy here, which is I think specifically designed for doing stenciling, or there's using makeup sponges. And from what I've heard on the rumor mill, makeup sponges are a better option than this, so we're gonna try it and see what happens. I'm hopeful that it is flawless and perfect and, you know, all those good things that you want when doing a flip, especially when doing something new that you've never done before. So we're gonna try it with the makeup sponges and see how we go. It's so pretty. There's a little white spot in two places actually where I didn't have tape and I was a little overzealous with my sponge, so I will need to touch that up. But oh my days, it's so pretty. I love it. drawer number 3 now, and I just wanted to talk about a couple things that I've learned because I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of the stenciling. I have noticed that when I am washing these between each drawer, that the paint comes off really easily on one side and not so easily on the other side. And the side where it comes off really easily is the side that seems to give me the most flawless, you know, without any bleed through on the drawers effect. I think that maybe that's a sign. So I'd probably say to anyone who is trying stenciling, if you've not tried your stencils, maybe do a test first and see if there's bleed through on one side and not bleed through on the other side. So that's definitely something I've learned. I'm also doing my first coat in the pink color before I put the white coat over the top, and that's also just to help prevent bleed through. So I've got 2 more drawers left, so I'm gonna roll with this plan and see how we get on with this drawer, drawer number 3. I think I'm actually going to time it for you guys because they take a lot longer than you would expect to do the stenciling. So I think at the moment it's taking me about 2 hours for one drawer, which is quite a long time. So we're going to time this, see how long it actually takes. Takes a little while to do, and it definitely is a test of patience, which I have been known to not have at times, but it's turned out really well. There's obviously a couple of spots where it's bled through just a tiny bit, especially on the first 2 drawers before I understood which side of the stencil to use and to do the pink first. So it was better later on the top 2 drawers that are behind me. They're looking really good, but the bottom 2 do need some touch-ups. So we're going to do that, and I bought a bunch of very, very tiny artist brushes. So I'm going to do all the touch-ups that need to be done on these final 2 drawers, and we're going to pop some hardware on this puppy.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes.
Let's talk hardware. So I think for a design like this, you really need to have some hardware that kind of blends into the design because it's so detailed, you don't want to distract from it. So I decided to opt for some little ceramic white knobs for the inside of the 2 outer flowers. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna drill holes in the center point of the outer flowers and then pop on this hardware.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone.
I swear I'm dead. I can't believe I pulled it off, to be honest. This was a lot of work. Probably the longest amount of time that I've spent on a flip is this one, and it's just the stenciling. It's like the dresser of my childhood dreams. It's just so lovely. There are no other words. Because of all those camera issues, you guys didn't actually even see the before of this dresser, and let me tell you, it was definitely in a state. Let's jump into those before and afters so you can see the full transformation that this lovely, now lovely dresser went through. This week's video, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm also on Instagram, so you can pop onto my Instagram and follow me on there, get little updates and such. And I'm on the TikToks, and yeah, I've started doing a few extra TikToks, so pop on over there and check me out on there as well, and I will see you guys next week with another flip. I think ideally I probably would have wanted something a little bit smaller in the, is it circumference or diameter, or both? I will Google that one later.